How can a parent best help their kids get ready to purchase a home? Whether it's the first home or a subsequent home, how can parents, or let's just say a loved one in general, help somebody buy a home? So in today's world, affordability is a real issue, right? Both homes since COVID have certainly gone up a lot in value. Interest rates right now certainly aren't my most favorite topic. Hopefully they can and will come down soon, but it does make it very challenging for people that want to get into the housing market. So again, even if the conditions are more favorable, if rates come down, things like that, there's still always going to be things that you can do, whether they're high or low. There's things you can do as a parent or a loved one to help. So first and foremost, in terms of the process, just connect them with a really good lender. I would like to recommend the Mortgage Mark team. Selfishly, we're really good at what we do, but I think the process, unless you're in the business, I wouldn't necessarily help the kid with the process. I would maybe help them, introduce them to somebody who's really good at what they do. Certainly, you can be part of the conversations, whether it's all, some, or part of them. It's up to you to have your input, but don't worry about leading them through the process. Tell them to get connected with somebody really, really good, and let the professionals do their work for the process. How can you help as a parent to maybe help some of the affordability issues or just the financial pieces that come with it? Certainly, you can gift money, and there's right ways to do it, and there's wrong ways to do it. Connect with a mortgage professional first. Different programs have different requirements for what is allowed and not allowed. If you got mattress money, again, different programs are going to have different ways of doing it. If you want to transfer stock or you want to buy it with them and co-sign, things like that, all good options. Talk to a mortgage professional because there's so many different options and so many different scenarios. There's not one way to do it. What I can tell you is my recommendation. I don't truly ever plan, and I got two young girls. I don't plan on ever co-signing anything with them. So as a parent, I know you love your kiddos and you want to help, but if I'm not living in the house, I'm not going to co-sign. At least that's my stance right now. And the reason being, two people that aren't married when they buy a home, it can just make it sticky. Now, certainly parent and kid, it's less sticky, right? The kid, the parents don't live there. They're doing it to help the kid. But essentially, you got now divided estate. What if the kid gets married and the parents are still on the loan and the kid's in a community property state and the parents didn't want to necessarily give, it can go financial to where money can disrupt a family, vibe, if you want to call it that. So I would say, if you want to gift them money, certainly can do it. If you want to do kind of like a silent second where you give them the money and they pay you back, just don't tell us, don't tell the lender. We don't want to know. We have to, if there's money coming in, we have to know that there's no expected repayment. If they want to pay you to be a good kid and make Thanksgiving, not awkward, more power to you, but there cannot be an expected repayment. It has to be a gift in that sense. So I would say either help them with cash, right? Whether it's down payment, closing costs, things like that, or you can help. Again, I don't love it, but if you want to co-sign, again, my personal opinion is I'd try to figure something else out. But if you had to, it is what it is. And maybe you do it with a, hey, 12 months from now, 24 months from now, you got to refinance me off, whatever it may be. So those are the ways I think you can help, but I certainly wouldn't get involved in the process part of it. The best you can, certainly be part and help with the interview and pick a really good lender so that they're in good hands. That's certainly something I would help do because you got better listening ears as being an adult versus somebody, a young professional trying to buy their first home. But if you have questions, reach out to us. The Mortgage Mark team, we're always here to help answer questions. And as always, when you think mortgage, think Mark.